Alright guys, this video is about a foam roller. A lot of people ask me what are some tips or tricks or things that you can do when you don't have the ability to go see a massage therapist, or you're having pain in your body. And I attribute a lot of aches and pains for me personally, to like arthritis or repetitive stress injuries in my joints, as well as my connective tissue wanting to sort of bind back together because of positions that I put my body in, or it being stretched out by putting myself in odd positions. So anyways, the point is that this is a $5 foam roller I got from Five Below. There are a lot more expensive ones that have like different textures on them, or shapes that might help massage as well. But this is just a flat foam roller, and I'm going to show you a couple positions that are different ways to use it to help you in different areas of your body. So first off, you can place it behind your back and just create this curve in your back. So as you start to curve over, you're going to just roll. Use your feet to help you roll. Okay, so that's going to get the whole back, and then you can start to extend this by bringing your arms up and getting the upper back. And so you might roll on this a few times until it feels good. If you find a spot that it really feels good, it might be a little bit tender or sore, you can kind of hold and breathe. Into that space, so you can help to release those muscles. You might even hear some clicking or popping. Now, if you have pain, like intense or acute pain, you want to stop what you're doing and avoid that area. Anyway, so you can go all the way back. Be careful right here around the lower part of the back, because your kidneys, you're not trying to put a lot of pressure. But then you can sort of roll to your lower back here. And then you do the same thing, sort of moving up and down, or just holding tension or holding pressure. All right, so that's one. So for the hips and legs, so you would place yourself on whatever side you want to start on. You're going to put it on your hip, and then your leg's going to kind of come out, and then you're going to use your other leg here to just sort of roll you onto that. Now you are going to change the position of your hip. So as you see, I'm sort of rolling my hip around, getting my whole glute. Okay. And then you can also shift to where you're really on the side of it, getting right here at the top of the IT band. So what this is going to do is help release lactic acid, and again, breaking up connective tissue or scar tissue that might be holding you in certain positions. So IT band. And you just have to figure out how to position your arms to hold you so you can get these areas, okay? So that's for the IT band, the side of the hip and the side of the leg. And then if you want to get the glute, sort of sit onto that, on that one side, and rotate your hip a little bit as you roll, okay? It's really good for sciatica as well, okay? I know, and this can feel really good on your body. Just be very careful, because I've seen people bruised up from this, okay? All right, so we're going to move down the leg. So now, same thing, you got to kind of hold yourself up But you would just sort of place your hamstring on the back of it and roll your leg back and forth. Try to avoid the back of the knee. And I do both. I usually try to do both of my calves at the same time because it's just easier, the position that I have to do on my body. So that's the hamstring. And then the calves, you're going to sit on your butt. This one you have to use a little bit of your strength, but you can lift your body up and roll this way. And so you want to change the position of, you know, because some people's muscles, they curve around, so you want to get all sides of it, right? So then you might turn a little bit to the side and you're going to add pressure. You might have to use your hand a little bit to help hold the roller steady, right? So you're getting the side of the calf, and then turn your body and get the other side. Same thing. Right? So that's the legs. And now we're going to move to the arm. So I get a lot of tension right here up underneath my arm and sort of on my ribs. So this is another place you want to be very careful. So you're going to sort of position yourself on the side of your underarm, rib cage, chest area. This leg is still down, and then you use the top leg to kind of move you, but you're going to just roll until you find a spot that might feel tight, right? And then you can rotate your arm, or you can roll it up and down, or you can just hold in a spot that you feel like there's a lot of tension, right? And then you're going to do the same thing you might do for your hip, where you kind of rotate so you get the scapula, sort of roll back onto that shoulder. And then you can even take your arm to where the back of it is flat and sort of get all in the back of the shoulder. That's where a lot of the tension is held. Okay. Again, be very careful and pay attention to how your body is responding to this too. Okay. And then for the chest, which is another place that gets pretty tight, you're going to have to mess around with the position of this. Okay. So I'm going to put mine across and under my arm, and I'm going to kind of lay onto the side of that. So I'm getting right here in that crease, the pectoral. This is the area that's really tight, and sort of right here on the top of it, and then on my shoulder. And the same thing, you're going to just sort of roll yourself around. And you're using your hands to sort of adjust how much pressure you're wanting to place on the muscle. Oh, that feels good. Again, you just want to be very careful. And then once you've kind of gone through the whole body where you want, then you can go back on your back again. Also forearms. So you can do the back of the arm. Okay. Roll it, do the forearms. You could even place both arms. Trust me, once you do like a little session of this, you're gonna feel great. Okay. And then for the front of the legs, you're just gonna put yourself on top of it and sort of roll yourself forward and back. You want to hit all the muscles. You can even turn a little bit to get the sides. It's really about kind of finding what feels good on your body and what muscles are tight. So yeah, I suggest everybody gets one of these. Let me know how you feel after you did a session, and don't forget to do the opposite side. I did just the right side, just kind of showing you. But I'm about to do the other side, and yeah, let me know how you feel.